What's up, traders? Happy Wednesday. It's another daily review. So I'm going to jump in, but first, big podcast coming on Saturday. So I'm sitting down with Michael Patak. He is the CEO of Topstep. He shares so many incredible stories, so much valuable information that I'm not even going to tell you about it right now. I'm posting teasers on Twitter, on Instagram, on my YouTube channel all week long, getting us ready for Saturday's episode. But make sure you tune in on Saturday morning. It's going to drop on YouTube, on Spotify, on iTunes at 8 a.m. And I know the comments are going to be crazy, so make sure you're one of the first guys in there. I think everyone is going to love this video. Now, we'll get into today. So first thing I showed on Twitter, I took a $1,000 loss, max daily loss, trying to buy ES off of the previous day's low zone. So you can see that level marked off here. We had a low of day VWAP in purple. I was trying to trade this up towards the daily VWAP. The price I was long was 52.05. I should have got out of this trade faster, as you can see here, when it broke under that low of day VWAP, because that break of this low of day VWAP tells me that sellers are stepping in. So right here, we now have sellers stepping in and taking control. That's the first sign to get out, and I should have, but I didn't. So I took full loss, took max daily loss, but I didn't really feel like I was out of the pocket. I felt like I liked the long still. This is a simulated combine account, so it's not real money, right? So I want to swing hard to pass these things a little faster than I trade the XFA. But this one trade took me out of trading the combine for the day. Fine. It sells off a little lower. I get back in long right before market open. I think I actually got in 1 minute after market open. So around 9:30, I'll show you in a second. But you can see I took this trade on the new 150K XFA that I have. So right now I have two XFAs. One 150K right here that now is up $716 because of today's trade. And I also have my XFA here on TradingView that's up about $1,120, as you can see from above my head. This is an express funded account. So I have one 150 on Trade of 8. That's this account that I use TradingView to trade with. And then I have one other 150 now, like I just said, for Topstep X. And I'm going to get more as time goes on. So you'll see here in this trade, it worked out really nicely for me. We got long again, ES, but this time using the momentum from market open being bullish, I get long at 51.96. So 8 points lower than the first entry. And you can see the same thesis is applied. I'm trading long because we're not underneath the previous day's low. That's really my big flag of when I want to look for shorts. I'm trading long towards the daily VWAP, the black line, and the previous day's low right here at 52.02. That's my target. I'm using the low of day after the sell-off. By 8:40 in the morning, we sell off to 51.88. That's the low of day. I'm using that VWAP again this time. I'm going to use it as support to say, if we hold that VWAP, buyers are taking control. We're going back to the daily. If we go under that VWAP, that means sellers are stepping in at the open and buyers should watch out. And that's where I would have gotten out of my long. So I take the trade here, tight stop, about 5.5, 5.75 on the points here on ES. And as you can see, I trailed the stop, took 2 of 3 contracts here. I can only trade 3 contracts max on this new XFA. I like 3 contracts though. And then here, full out, right before I finished my stream on ASFX TV, and then look what it does. Higher, all the way to 52.18 there. The high of day today is 52.19, I believe. So right around there was the high. So I didn't get the whole move. I missed about 10, 15 points on it, but I made money on my funded account. I did lose money on the combine, but that's okay. When you're swinging at 5 contracts, you're going to hit that $1,000 max daily loss sometimes on the 50Ks. It's just the way it is. So I'm happy with the day, even though I took max daily loss on the combine, and the combine now is basically back to break even. It's like right at 50K. So that's the recap of my trades. Now let's look at the day so I can give just some thoughts to ES here. You see the yellow VWAP? That's your start of year VWAP. The red VWAP underneath is the October swing low VWAP. The purple VWAP is the all-time high VWAP. Now that we have broken above the all-time high VWAP, that tells us that buyers have stepped in and are taking control. Y'all on Twitter, man, really ripped me up when I said that this start of year VWAP could still be support, even though we spent a couple of days underneath it. That's how VWAPs work. It doesn't just respect it perfectly to the T. Nothing in trading is perfect to the T. So this staying above this yellow line, really the price is 50.50. That's that start of year VWAP. That kept me bullish this week so far. And now that we're above near 52.15, we're 52.12 as the close here today, it looks like. That makes me even more bullish. What's the first sign of getting bearish? when this purple VWAP from the all-time high is taken out. That would be the first sign to get bearish. Under 5,000, I think we could drop to 48.81, but I'm not ready to talk about being bearish at all. So that's ES on the bigger picture. Now I want to just take you to the 15-minute from today and just show you how I was drawing my ranges. So first thing is you see the sell-off here pre-market, right? That stops at 8:30 a.m. That's going to be our pre-market low. We'll mark also pre-market high. That's my range for the day, my main range. I'm also looking at previous day's low and previous day high. That's going to be the top here and the bottom here. Previous day low, previous day high. So now we can see my longs here. Whoops. Sorry, didn't mean that. Hold on. My longs initially here at 52.05, the first trade I lost, you can see that doesn't work. That trade comes long, trading towards the daily VWAP off of the previous day's low level. That doesn't work. We identify a bottom here as it sells off, like I said, and the longs here from 51.90, those are the winning trade that I took up to 52.02. Now, I think there's a follow-up where there's another argument for where's the trade of the day. If you come to the 1 minute, because I like to trade off the 1 minute, you can see here's my entry long. There's that 9:30 open. Took the trade, was full out of the trade here. I think we had a couple of people, like Evan in the Black Shirt Club, one of our coaches, a couple of people bought that break above the daily VWAP here with a stop loss here, and that worked really nicely for them to the top of the range. But I actually like this sell here off of the initial high of day with a nice 4-point stop, selling it back to the daily VWAP like that, which ends up being a nice winning trade. Then you can see support here at previous day's low, 1, 2, 3, showing 52.02 can hold. So I also do like afternoon longs in here from 52.08 to 52.14 area for about 5 points. Not a lot of movement today, so that's, a nice little piece. But I think the move is either being long down here at the bottom, tried it here and I lost. Here's the long, and then here's the short. Those are the two trades that I think are trade of the day. You could make an argument maybe that this long here off of the daily VWAP is good as well, or this long here. And just again, I'm showing you guys this to not go into too much detail and make this a full-length YouTube video, but just show you the levels are really easy. Previous day's high and low, pre-market high and low. The only other levels that I'm going to start to pay attention to, let's say we go to a 5 minute, are the 9:30 to 9:45 high and low. So if you take 9:30 low, it's right here, and then you take 9:45 high, it's right here. Look at how well the longs also come off of not just the daily VWAP there, but also of that 15-minute opening range is what it would be called. So when we go back to the 1 minute, you can see, look at the support at the 15-minute opening range. Here even, notice we break the range, retest, and move away from it. That's where I think longs come into play here, off the top of the range. Same thing here. So I'm really using previous day high and low, today's initial high and low, and then that 15-minute opening range. Those are the 6 levels I'm looking at the most. But I'm happy with it today. I know a lot of guys are getting chopped around because it's a no news week, and the no news weeks can get tough if you're a volatility chaser. I like volatility, but I don't chase it. And I like to work these ranges as I'm getting better at it. With the VWAP together, it's been really working well for me. So hopefully this video helps, if not educate you, just keep you updated on what I've got going on. You can trade with me on Friday and all week long on ASFX TV. There's a link in my bio for that. And if you want to see my free futures course where I teach you how I take these entries, just go to whop.com, WHOP.com/ASFX. Just search that or go to that URL and you can find the free course. All right, enough out of me. Happy Wednesday. I will see you all tomorrow.